as well.
The Irish.
That's us. We're live. We've got a few people here waiting for us already. Fist bumps to Olympic manager Adam Kenyon, Jonathan Gargi. Good to see you all. We're here to
The boys.
watch Getafe away to Barcelona. We've obviously got some SO5 action on for both of us today, which should be good fun. But also across the studio, I've got the Man United Arsenal game on, and I'm also watching by Borussia Mönchengladbach and Bayern Leverkusen. That's been okay so far. And I've got Harry with me. We started the game week off, and we're getting together to watch a wee match. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fresh on a Sunday morning, ready to delve into some decisive action from my Barcelona players. I know you're rooting for the opposite team today, really, aren't you? You've got a nice little specialist Super Rare team going. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm like, with the starting points being on, I'm now 57 points off a number 1, which is a tier 2 unique. And so basically, if Unal can get a decisive, he'll get to 60 guaranteed, which gets me about half of that of what I'm missing. So I really just need the goalkeeper to not concede. If the goalkeeper can get out of this game, the Getafe goalkeeper, without a negative decisive, I think I might be. I'm definitely podium dangerous. With a positive decisive and no negative decisive, I think I'm definitely sniffing about first and second.
Yeah, I like it. There's a chance. There's definitely a chance. There's definitely a chance.
There's a bunch of these here, by the way. I'm going to try my best to get to fist bumps and everything, but as you can see, I've had to. I'm doing my best to make sure I can watch the game, and you guys can still see me pretty cool. So I've had to change things around, and I'm just making sure I can still see the chat. If at any point you can't hear me too well, you as well, Harry, please do let me know, just because I'm still messing about with the mic. Jonathan Gargi is talking, Harry. It's a great little talking point to start the stream off with. Oscar Gluck is moving to Salzburg in this window. So one of the chats that I know Jonathan was giving me was, what do you reckon? What are the odds of getting new mid-season signings from teams like Salzburg minted?
I don't think it'll be a priority, if I'm being honest. Going into this sort of new year and what's supposed to be happening, in terms of signing new leagues and whatever. I don't see that being at the top of their list. But you never know. If there's money to be made, if there's big players moving to big clubs that are covered, then there's money to be made there for Sorare. That's how they make their money. They sell cards. So yeah, it'd be counterproductive if they didn't. But I just don't know if it's a priority, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely do it. I've seen tons of I don't know if it's just because it's Salzburg, because they catch the eye more often, but the amount of times like over last season, I just found random Salzburg people were getting minted out of nowhere, and I don't think a lot of them are rookies. Like if you look at, I don't know what the number is. I maybe should have looked at this before coming on, but like if you look at the amount of rookies that Salzburg had last season, it was mental. And when you look at the count on the cards, you will see that there was a little batch of them later on in the season. So I know they're busy and stuff like that, and I totally make you right, Harry, with everything you're saying there, but you would hope that maybe whatever the process is, maybe Salzburg are just really nippy and they don't mind sending emails with squad pictures and saying, here's a new kid, go and make some cards. Maybe Salzburg are quite happy to do that. They're quite proactive in doing that, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. No reason why not, for sure.
Fist bump as well to Ugo, Rico Man, Daniel Penhero. Good to see all of yous. Thanks for joining us, legends. Let us know what you are doing this game week. If you've got any runners and riders, anything going. The Barca game has kicked off. Man United Arsenal are about to come out for the second half. It's a great kind of Super Sunday vibes, Harry.
Yeah, no, it's the Sorare Super Sunday, isn't it? It's not the. I mean, I know Arsenal. Man United is a Premier League game and stuff, and that's obviously famous for Super Sundays. But yeah, our version is just as good, just as exciting, I'd say, 100%. No, I'm excited.
Have you still got your Luis Mia super rare? The reward you won. Mind we were talking about that guy.
Luis Mia?
Yeah. Did you not have him? Oh, am I tripping? Somebody else? I thought it was you.
Yeah, I don't think honestly. I'll be honest. I've never heard that name in my life. I don't want to make you.
Or Pedri, is it? Did you tap him midfielder? Mia?
No, I don't think I've.
Somebody else. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I think it's somebody else. I honestly don't think I've ever owned a Getafe card, if I'm being completely honest.
I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Chani or something like that. Then I'm forgetting.
I saw Chani had a nice little situation going on in his with his Sorare scores this week. So I'm just
yeah?
typing in his name. Yeah, he's like 5th in All-Star Rare Pro or something.
Oh, that's brilliant. Go on, Channy boy.
Um,
Is he still
let
getting
me
anything
have
to
a
run, or
look.
is that him sitting and holding?
That's him done, but he did have a really nice under-23 Rare Pro as well, but Wirtz was on the bench, so
Yeah.
that is
This
stifled things a
game's
bit there.
this game's been mad, but if Wirtz comes off the bench, he's still like he's Wirtz, man. Like
Could do
that.
something.
I've been watching this game. It's been typical. Like Bundesliga this weekend, by the way. Did you see the scores yesterday and today?
Yeah, the
The
Wolfsburg
Bundesliga.
score was ridiculous, wasn't it?
And what was it, Werder Bremen as well? Werder Bremen. There was two
Yeah,
games yesterday where it went Balubas, like 6-0s and
yeah, it
7-1s and
was.
stuff.
So Channy's 11th right now in All-Star Rare Pro, 436 points.
Oofed.
And then
Go on, Channy.
he got 316 points in under 23 Rare Pro. But yeah, Wirtz on the bench currently, and they're 2-0 up. Adili with the goal. Halzek with the goal as well. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's been good. Adley, his goal was quality. It was like, oh, here we go, by the way. Getafe, Enes Unal, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh, whoever the defender was. Oh, 1-0 Getafe. Oh, the flag's up. Oh, Borja Mayoral. Are you watching this, Harry?
I am, yeah. I'm just a
You're
little bit
behind me?
behind on my.
Oh,
Yeah, I had the notification. I just didn't want to say anything, but yeah,
oofed.
I am a bit behind, to be fair.
Oofed. I get played through. Who's that? Christensen made up the run against Unal, and he put him off well enough, so the shot wasn't that good. But Ter Stegen saves it, and then it comes out to Mayoral, who converts it, but Unal was initially offside. Gutted. Got me
Yeah,
off
that
my
is a
seat
bit of
there.
a.
Positive, decisive
I
in the
know
first 3 minutes.
that would have
Taking
been
the assist,
just
man.
the most ideal start ever.
Yeah, it's been absolutely perfect. I think we saw as the goalkeeper. I think he's already had about 3 or 4 passes as well, just from watching this in the opening couple of minutes.
We take those little points, get us
And it,
going.
no De Jong in the
Ooh.
team today. I found a little bit surprising, Harry.
Yeah, that is a bit weird, isn't it? Who've they gone? Busquets.
Busquets, Pedri, Gavi in midfield. I think the predicted team
Hmm.
we looked at on Thursday said that Gavi would have been left wing and De Jong would have been in midfield.
Okay.
But we'll get Rafinha in from the start on the left.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Rafinha's been a little bit disappointing, to be honest.
I think there's chances he leaves in this window or summer or something. I think somebody's linked to him from the
Yeah,
Premier League. Is it Arsenal or something,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely wouldn't
Oh,
be
big
surprised with
diag
that.
for Barca here. Oh, hope Soria gets the points for that. It was a kind of punch thing, but him and the defender are both clattered each other, and now they're both on the deck. You'll see it in a second. I hope to God they're fine. They're just play acting. I think the goalkeepers are good for play acting when they're on the ground because they know the referee's going to protect them and say, all right, the goalkeeper's down, stop the game, you know.
Yeah, hold your horses.
Whereas players, you can just ignore them, but when a keeper comes down, like, let's see it again. Yes, sorry, big double fists to it. Is that any points? Can we get points for that?
Is that a
Big
punch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big two-fisted punch.
You get more for a two-fisted one.
Oh, Harry. Settle on.
Well,
This is a friendly show.
time and a place.
Yeah, punches. Yeah, we should get a punch locked in as well. Yeah, good stuff. Sorry, keep it going, my man. Get the points up. Early doors, getting in there, Harry boy. We're getting in there. And pretty nippy game. The Bayern Leverkusen game started in the second half as well. And
Yeah.
It's just been like every other Bundesliga game I've watched. It's been like 10 minutes of madness where everything just, everything just
goes.
all the passes come off. Everyone's in the right position. Everyone takes the shot they're meant to, and goals just happen for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's mad. Blink and you miss it.
Yeah, for sure. Club Brugge are playing right now as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big SO5 hitters.
Yeah, a couple there. We'll look at the Arsenal game. Who's scoring well? No one really. Gabriel Zinchenko, decent AAs. Trabzonspor 4-0 up. Wow.
Oofed, really?
Bartra with 100, yeah.
Wow.
Bakasetas with a goal,
Nice.
of course. Hamsik off the bench with an assist. Trezeguet off the bench with a goal.
I'll give you the screen, Harry, if you're going to be nipping about doing stuff. 2 seconds.
It's fine. I don't know if my like the Sorare data screen is visible. It's only my like actual Sorare screen, if that makes sense.
Got you.
But
Got you.
got Real Madrid later. Apart from that, there's not too much else going on, is there?
No, it's all kind of nowish, you know. Like the last couple of games we've had, like Man City Wolves wasn't really on the telly, was it? And then
No.
you know, the games that we're just catching the back end of here: Arsenal, Man United, Leverkusen, Gladbach. I think there's some Italian games on later today as well. I think at least get some games at night, maybe.
Yeah, Juve play. Yeah. Juve Atalanta.
But yeah, you don't really get. Like, it's funny, like some leagues don't play at certain times. Like you don't really get the Premier League like that late on a Saturday. Same with the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
But you will get the
for
Italians.
sure.
You'll get Spanish football. You'll get Italians, Spanish. Yeah, and
Ooh, good strike from Dembele.
Nah, this game's pretty end to end. Almost 10 minutes in. It's absolutely flying by.
Yeah, it
I'm going to
is.
catch up with the chat, see what you guys are saying to it. Balde and Soria covered, so boring. So a boring 0-0, please, from Olympic Manager. Weird game week for Rico, man. Let us know what that's all about. Also, biggest under-17 talent in Germany, Tom Bischoff, got his first start for Hoffenheim.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Jonathan was keeping me up to date. Oh, it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Ooh.
The Saka with the goal. It's hard to tell. Everyone's surrounded whoever scored it. 2-1 to the Gunners.
Wow, that's huge.
That is huge. Arsenal, Man
It
United,
is.
man. I was getting deja vu flashbacks watching this before me and you got on the call, Harry. It's a pure old school title decider, isn't it? Arsenal.
Big. It's very big.
Ball on the right hand side, goes from right winger to kind of right centre mid, attacking mid, whoever that is. It's Saka comes in on his left foot after like 3 or 4 touches. Have been the guy standing off him, and he just whips it in to the corner. I think it's Ericsson. Yeah, it's Ericsson. Ericsson stands off him. He takes like 3 or 4 touches, comes in on the right wing on his left foot, and just bang pings it bottom corner, like from
Tomiyasu assist.
Tomiyasu assist, but it's not really an assist. It's just one of those he passed it to him once.
No, it's a Sorare assist, Quinny.
Yeah,
definitely
of course. Yeah. We'll take it all day. Barca on the break here. Oh, nice ball in between the lines. Soria comes out there, sweeper keeper kind of motion, but it's not a sweeper keeper because he's in the box. But whatever the points are, Soria's on a 42. 9 minutes in.
Okay,
come on, son.
It's a good start. A very good start.
Just don't concede free. I think you'll be doing all right. Just don't concede free. No negative decisives. Don't give away no errors.
So basically, if you now scores and Soria gets a clean sheet, you basically winning.
Doesn't even need a clean sheet. If he can do AA, like
yeah,
can get around 48, 52. If Unal can get the rest, if Unal can get a positive, then that'll probably be enough. Don't necessarily need the goalkeeper to get a positive, but I need Unal to get a positive and no negative for the goalkeeper. That's how I'm thinking about it anyway. We'll see how it crumbles, but just nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Bad.
By the way, this Germany game as well, big diag. And by the way, anyone who's not watching this game won't know, but Frimpong scored a lovely goal. Great ball from Leverkusen. I can't remember who the midfielder was, but it played Diaby on the offside trap, and then Diaby broke into the box and laid it off for Frimpong to tap it in. But Diaby was offside when he broke the offside trap. So it all happened so quickly. You would even have got a ghost notification. But that's, again, one of these things that the stats don't tell you, Harry. When you watch guys, sometimes you know that
very true.
He did everything right to score a goal today. And his pal was, half a foot early. That was the difference, so good to see Frimpong.
100%.
He's much more of a right winger in this game as well. Like, I know he's really a right back by trade, and it's part of the reason I thought he wouldn't do well in the Bundesliga at right back, because he is quite small, but he's beefed up and he's much more like, he goes top to bottom up the pitch the whole game.
Yeah, he's so leggy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't stop running. Club Brugge are losing 1-0.
Nice. That's good for, I don't know.
Challenger purposes. It's good for something.
The big team a lot of people go for, isn't it? A lot of the big
Yeah,
competitors.
for sure. For sure.
Some sort of foul going on here. I think this is for Getafe. Yeah, the guy Milla, Luis Milla, the guy I was talking about to you, that you don't own, that
Yeah.
somebody owns. He's just been fouled in the middle of the pitch. He's a little tidy midfielder.
Okay.
I can't remember. Somebody won him. I can't remember. I thought it was you. So yeah, Leverkusen 2-0 at this point in the game. 54 minutes. That's looking pretty tasty. Oh,
When do you think
this
it's
is
going to be
really shocking.
Words time?
Well,
Is
they're
it going to
winning
be
2-0.
Words?
I reckon you give them 10
Yeah.
minutes in a game like this. You know, you're winning.
Yeah.
It's a tough game. You are away from home. Don't need to get an attacker on. Oh, by the way, but how did they miss that? How did they miss that? Gladbach had a corner header. Hirodeki saved it, and then I think it was Ben Sebaini went a volley it, and somehow I don't know what happened, but the ball went flying up into the sky. And it's now kind of scrambled around and whatever. Sorry, I was on screen. I don't know if he just played a big ball, but Unal's getting some touches in the box, retaining possession and playing it to his pals. We're getting some AA built up, guys.
That forward AA.
We're getting a wee bit of it. Oh, here
Love
we go,
it.
by
Gabby
the way.
with
Left
the
winger,
big
please.
challenge.
Oh, the ball's just a little bit off. Just a little bit off. Getafe, by the way, but don't write them off. In this lime
No,
green
they're
kit in the
looking
new
looking
camp.
dangerous.
Looking
They're
dangerous,
looking
looking
dangerous.
nippy. Wee Jetta. We love it. Oh, what a diag, by the way. Number 15 played that. Who's number 15? Alderete. What a ball that was. Alderete. Long, accurate ball that will be. That'll be a big pointer. Don't know how many of them we'll get today, but right enough. But good to see you can do it. Good fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know if you're in the chat, by the way, what games you're watching. You know, I've got Man United. I've got all three of them on there now. And I think Harry's got the internet at his disposal. So if there's anything else, maybe we can catch something on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Barca game currently.
A few subs for Gladbach about. Come on. Man United really pushing to get back into this. Only 57 minutes in that game. Rashford's goal was an absolute pinger as well, by the way. I didn't think he had a goal like that in his locker. Oh, Dembele, by the way, just ripped 4 people and took their souls off them. But then, couldn't get into the box. The 5th or 6th guy crowded them off it. And now Jetta on the ball trying to get out. No luck. But Eriksen's got a wee corner for Man United now. Eriksen. Oh. This end of Man United. See the way Man United are shooting this half? I hate seeing Man United shooting this half. It's always where they bloody steal things, and they've done it 2 each. Hate seeing Man United shoot into that end. Martinez, by the way, won a header.
No way.
He's diving into the crowd with his mad headband.
Wow.
Oh, he's going beloved. He's going beloved.
That's class.
Told you, man. I hate them shooting at that end. I hate it. I just had to jinx it. I've only got Andorra tomorrow, says Rico, man. Martinez 2-2, watching the Arsenal game, and then Hapoel Beersheva versus Maccabi. Nice. Michele with second OG in 2 games. Parker sacked before the end of the transfer window. Mikey Basson, what a shout that would be. Olympic manager is giving us the shocked face. I thought I had a chance in the Americas, but I've just seen the Universidad Católica player scores. Never seen that many greens. Guessing they've absolutely ripped somebody today. The thing with that rural South American stuff is that when they're at home, you know, they don't get a lot of these places, Chile, Bolivia, Colombia, etc., Venezuela, there's no away fans anywhere. I think Argentina's predominantly the same, and I think Brazil's not far off, you know, so, and again, a lot of these, and again, I'm generalizing and going on second-hand info that people have told me, but a lot of these countries are, at altitude, are in really third world conditions for their facilities and such, you know, roads and buildings and whatnot. So sometimes, some of the teams are, out of a pub or something like that. You know what I mean? And if you've got a team that have NFT cards, they're that professional, then there's probably going to be the odd divide in quality that you come across in that division. So yeah, if you're in Champion America and you don't pay attention to some of these cards at all, then at your peril be it. 15 minutes in both. Oh, by the way, who's this? Is that Diaby? Diaby's been on a bit of a run as well, but he's ended up running into a cul-de-sac, going nowhere. And Leverkusen still stretching for a third goal.
Just saying Club Brugge 2-0 down. They are struggling right now. Scott Parker.
Maybe the Opta guy was in the pub. Staying up too late to watch Talavera and Jay Quinones in Liga MX Olympic Manager. Hope that's good fun. Let me know how it goes. If it's good quality, if it's good fun, all that kind of stuff. Can't believe some people don't rattle Leacher. I don't know what that means. Joe B, can you elaborate, my man? And having a break from games at the most so far, I've watched Antwerp, Feyenoord, and just finished AZ. Mikey Baston, by the way, putting the shift in as always. How
Did
was
you
the
see
Feyenoord Ajax game, Mikey? On you go, Harry. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, did you see Gaz's score? He's like top of
Yeah, the
challenge.
20
Unbelievable.
powerhouse. I,
Unbelievable score.
I fucking love seeing Gaza doing that because if I never had Celtic cards, that's exactly, it's not exactly what I would be doing, but it's definitely like just pick a team that. Like, I remember talking to Gaza when he was building that team, and definitely part of his logic was like 20 can win the Eredivisie like once every like 7 years or something. You know, like
Definitely.
they're not a tiny team. They do get into Europa League and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And I just think at the time they were way underpriced, and I think he had to pay hand over fist maybe for one or two of them because you know it's like Harry with Blues and Blacks, like you're at the
Yeah,
mercy of
definitely.
you're at the mercy of who holds them. But it's brilliant to see it paying off for
100%.
him.
Yeah, no, it's an unbelievable score. It's like 530 or something stupid. Yeah, really, really nice to see for sure. Very
Oh,
happy for him.
Getafe, by the way, just broke away, but awaiting nothing. Aye, so well done,
I'm in a
guys.
bit of
Let's
a
hope it holds. 522 points. I seen him on.
yeah, somewhere around that. I can't see how that gets beat personally, but you just never know.
Yeah.
Of course, you never know.
Mikey, I was asking how was the Feyenoord Ajax game, and then Joe B is saying I meant rate, not rattle. Sorry, can't believe some people don't rate Licha Martinez. Yeah, he's a butcher, isn't he? Check out Mihailovic's AA. Harry was talking about before we came on stream. Came off the bench and rattled out, what was it, 20 or 30 points rapid?
Yeah, about 35 in the end. Yeah, but it's a lot of it was just like defensively, you know, you're just getting tackles and stuff. Actually,
Yeah.
to be fair, he got 40 AA in the end. Yeah, 6 tackles, 1. It's ridiculous.
For an attacking mid.
Yeah, to be fair, he got 1 shot on target, 3 attempted assists.
See, with that, but Harry,
Yeah,
see what sometimes boils my blood about that is I'd love to watch that game and see if there were 6 genuine tackles because
I know that's the issue, isn't it?
is it a duel? You know, sometimes like you get
It's
lucky
hard,
by who
isn't it?
scores your game, and it's just like, yeah, your guys get 9 tackles today and no duels at all have been recorded.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Yes.
so it can be so weird, can't it? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like you said, you just gotta hope. You just gotta hope whoever's doing your game is is kind, basically.
Yeah. Sorry on a 47. Unal, by the way, is only on a 32. I think he's maybe fouled and stuff like that. Maybe. I think when your stuff's offside, you don't even get any points for it at all, do you? Because it's not even recorded then as a shot.
No.
Whatever. So yeah, Unal's letting us down a wee bit, but Soria's doing the AA. We just need him to not concede free and 20 minutes into the match, man. I'm feeling quite cozy about that. I just need Unal to do something.
Yeah, they look resolute right now. I can't see there being too many problems right now. They don't look incredibly good, do they, Barca?
Well, they're definitely trying, but Getafe have
They're
just let us
trying,
back
yeah.
have 5 and 4, and they're just doubling up, making it hard. Like they need to go on a run and beat 3 guys to get an opening, Barca, and then
Yeah.
they're just not managing because there's like 10 people there. It's not an easy thing to do without Messi in your team.
Very true. Very, very true.
Hradecki, by the way, big ball out to Abbey, sprinting. What a pace he's got on him, by the way. Takes the ball under control with his right foot, switches it with his left foot over to Adley. Adley falls on his backside, but he's managed to get back up. He's on the left wing. He's got backer with him, and really rapid counter-attack there, and now it's just dead. There's like 8 or 9 Gladbach players back defending it in good positions, and yeah, attack's done. Thought it could have been something fun there.
Martinez's head is amazing, isn't it? Jesus. Yeah, I've never seen that type of technique before. Yeah, Rashford's goal is ridiculous as well. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think he had that in him.
Yeah, he does. He has the knuckle. He does have that knuckle in him, but I mean, he's been shocking.
Arsenal BCM Odegaard. I don't know if it's a BCM, but it's a shot.
Just looking at this, Spice has just put up a picture of his Super Rare Challenger Europe team that has a Mark Bartra 146 as captain.
Wow.
The goalkeeper that's on 100, Ruud Vormer, Unique 73, Dries Mertens 72, and he's got one player to play. He won't catch Gaza though, because Gaza's on
No?
what, 530? No, he's on 390 points with a player to play.
Nice. You can't catch Big Gaza.
Gaza's gone clear, to be fair to him.
He's on 520 at least.
Yeah.
When I seen.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, easy 520.
Arteta's going Balubas, man, on the bench there. He's desperate for Arsenal to get back in front. Man United playing out from the back. Let's see how this is going to work out, because it's a 3v3 here. If Arsenal are quick on their toes. Arsenal could really use Dyson Maeda right about now.
Big Dyson.
Nice.
Yeah.
This Barca games went dead for the last minute or two. It's just been replays and stuff. But you know, I've been watching a lot of football today, Harry, like Bundesliga. I watched the Liverpool game as well. And but anyway, almost every game I've watched up until now, it's had Sorare on the back on the boards, like dominant all the way through the game.
Mate, I'm noticing this so much.
Yeah,
I'm noticing that so much more recently. Like, I'm just seeing the Sorare advertisement just pop up way more frequently than normal.
and they've jazzed it up a bit and all that, like cards, collect, win, you know, just bullet once, you know, words and all that. And
yeah, right now it's just like, I think it's just all I'm really seeing is just the branding, which is good. Like people are going to see the word Sorare and you know, eventually see it pop up somewhere else and be like, oh, I'll put two and two together, but oh, that's something to do with football and whatever. But yeah, there's not much on the screen, like, you know, on the boards. I don't know, it's like, what can you really show? You know what I'm saying? That could like yeah, it's tough. I'm just looking here. That Ivan Illich, your boy, scored amazingly well yesterday, didn't he? 94.
Killed it, mate. I knew that was a good game at home to Elche. Home to Lecce, sorry, I beg your pardon. And it was a belter of a goal as well. See if you watch the highlights from that game, they're only like 2 minutes long. It's on YouTube, on Serie A YouTube. But Illich, mate, honestly, as well, he's desperate to get a transfer. He hit the crossbar. He did one of those Milinkovic-Savic things where he like rustled the ball off a guy in the middle of the pitch and then like drove 20 yards, bashing people off his shoulders, and then left foot curled it, smashed the crossbar. That was like before he scored.
Yeah.
Or did he get an assist? Actually, I forget what his decisive was, but
I think he got an assist. You're right.
Yeah, but he absolutely ran it. I mean, you look at his tackles and stuff like that. Like he was good. Good to see him back starting again.
100%.
I bought him the day after my wedding.
No way.
So I was like, enjoying myself. Oh, 3-0 Leverkusen. Amiri, I seen him coming on. Nadim Amiri came off the bench, by the way.
No way.
The old legend, he's back. Him and Xabi Alonso are blown out now in the dugout. Nadim Amiri. What a strike, by the way. Rolling back the years, he's still got number 11 on. Loving that. Nadim Amiri. Will he be back now?
That's class. That's a big result away to Gladbach, by the way.
That is. Diaby, lovely give and go there with Frimpong on the right wing, doubling up. Great effect.
Did Diaby get the assist?
No. And then the ball gets played out to the left to Bakker. Bakker gets into the box, cuts the back edge of the box for Amiri, who plays a 1-2 with Frimpong, and then he just curls it into the near front post, round Julian Weigl and round Ko Itakura. And whoever's in goals, the backup keeper, because Salmer's gone, just cannot get there. 3-0.
3-0.
What a strike, by the way, Nadim Amiri. Assist for Frimpong.
He's always been a decent player, hasn't he, Amiri? But
he's been crap ever since I sold him. He got me like first in a division, the super rare, and then I sold it.
Yeah, you had a super.
Been crap ever since.
Yeah, he's gone on a bit of a weird sort of year, hasn't he? He's been pony for a little while.
Oh, it was amazing. But him and Bailey were in incredible form, and Amiri was like dinking the goalkeeper, and he was doing mad Rabonas and stuff like that for assists. Like Amiri was pure brilliant for like a month, and then
he was,
and then he just popped, like vanished. Like again, you get a wee injury, and then anyway, doesn't matter. But good to see him coming off the bench today and bagging a goal. I do like him, and a super rare is always cheap because his history for so long has been so sketchy. I definitely don't need another midfielder myself, but if anyone is out there needing a midfielder, maybe have a peek at him. Especially for all these cap modes and whatnots, you know.
Definitely.
Just looking at your boys, Pedri and Ansu Fati, they're not really racking up any AA. I've seen Fati
They're
in the
not,
box
are
a few
they?
times, but not really
Yeah,
much coming from it.
nobody from the Barca team's really doing much, to be honest, AA wise.
Frimpong, by the way, if you're watching this game and you're a scout for any team that needs any sort of right-sided player, and you're not phoning Leverkusen, you're fucking mental. Like, he's doing absolutely everything, honestly. If any are watching the Leverkusen game, let me know what you think about Frimpong. He's been an absolute tank in this
he's
game.
class, isn't he?
There's just so much pace in this Leverkusen team now. And they just, they're up. Oh, here we go. Diaby, he's not. Oh, by the way, he laid it on there for 21. Adley. He should have maybe laid it off for Frimpong to go overlap and lay another cross on. But nah. Getafe with a free kick here, by the way, launching it into the box. It's bouncing about. In the Barca box, that is. Barca clear. Xabi Alonso's talking to somebody. It might be Wirtz. That is. Xabi Alonso. We're on the 70th minute. Xabi Alonso's having a wee chat with Wirtz, getting him ready to come on.
Like it. I like it.
So it's 3-0 Leverkusen. Man, it could be like 5 or 6 the way this weekend's went in this game. So even if you're thinking, there's 20 minutes left, trust me, like if you can watch any football this week, don't let the time put you off because it's been balubas this week for all sorts of goals. And wow, man, Frimpong, by the way. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah. Who needs a right back the most in European football?
Right back. Well, right wing back. Could argue Barcelona.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant for Barca.
Or even Real.
Real. Oh, imagine we Frimpong at Real. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
That'd be crazy.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, my days.
I'm in a bit of a predicament this upcoming game week, Quinny. I've got no goalkeepers, but I've I could field a really good under 23 team.
Both.
Yeah,
I've got no goalkeeper assist coming game week either.
Like I could go. I'll show you now. I could go Timber, Enzo Fernandez, Carlson, Super Rare Florentino Luis, and I just need a goalkeeper basically. I think Timber got injured at the end of this game today against Feyenoord, so I'm a little bit concerned with that.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
I think I did hear some stuff about Timber getting an injury or whatnot.
It was the 92nd minute he came off.
I'm just looking now.
I don't know
whether
whether
just listening to the stream at the Man United scores and that, just seeing how they're actually clocking out for you guys in case you want to peek at them. Sorry, Harry, on you go.
No, you're fine. I was just wondering if anyone watched the game to confirm that he did get, or if he did pick up a little injury.
Aye, what was the extent of it? Was that a bad one? Was that a snapper?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right, Leverkusen running the show this game week. This far. And then in this game, it was not much standing out other than my man and goals. My guy up front at 38. Really... Not too bad either.
Yeah, Soria 15A. That is gorgeous.
Keep that coming. Does anyone know the deal with Pumas? They had the full team minted last year. Now there are only 3 minted players left. Olympic manager. Does anyone know Pumas? I don't know. Why would there only be 3? Yeah. There's only 3 on the auctions. It would just be like maybe their turn or something. Let's see what Mikey was saying about the Feyenoord Ajax was. Oh, I can switch back to this camera and read statistics. So Mikey was saying about the Ajax Feyenoord game was good, very even. Ajax really struggled to score. Playing Goodus at centre forward does not work, and yet Mikey can tell us about the Timber thing then. I'm lucky I work from home, so I can stream games instead of radio. Nice. Ivan Illich going to Marseille. Joe B, fantastic. That's great news for me. His former manager is the Marseille manager, Igor Tudor, so that'll be beautiful. Don't know if he's going to walk right into that team, but because, they've got Rongier, they've got Guendouzi. They've got a few midfielders. I don't know if I like that, actually. But we'll see. Hopefully it works out for the best. Their lineup today only had 3 minted players in the team. Oh, really? Fabrizio tweeted 3 minutes ago, Illich to Marseille. That's funny.
That's wild, yeah. That's really funny. Timing.
Fab Rom is in the stream, Fab. Fist bump, my man. Thanks for joining us. Well done. Getting your Here We Scout stuff on the go and all that, Carlos Elena there into the box. It was almost something for us. 31 minutes. Oh, Leverkusen triple sub. We're going to see Jonathan Tah. We're going to see at number 17. I recognise his face, but I don't know who it is. And Wirtz, of course, all about to come on. Triple sub. 3-0 up, 73rd minute. And Adley's going to come off. He's really impressed me today. He's been very good, very clinical up front. Very selfless. And I say him, Diaby and Frimpong are just like fighter jets in a counter-attack, you know, like red arrows, just
rapid, aren't they?
They just fly.
The word unique is 3 hours from completion.
Yeah, very well timed by Sorare.
Yeah, very well timed. I said just under 8 ETH right now. Hudson-Odoi, there we go, yeah.
Dembele, he twisted turns. Barca tiki-taka in their way here. They've got to themselves to the edge of the box. Out on the left flank now. Baldi on the overlap. And that goes nowhere. Come on, Jetta. Let's go. Come on, Jetta. Jetta on the break. Carlos Elena. Come on, wee man. Ah. Oh, good ball for Nabdy. You'll see it when it comes, Harry.
Yeah, the one-on-one.
I don't know. I think you'll see in a second.
What?
Oh no, the one-on-one.
1 minute.
No, it's after that. No, it's after the one-on-one.
Okay.
Don't know who Manu Kone scored in this game as well. Fabrizio tweeted that. I caught up with the chat. That's good. 33 minutes into the game, and I'm happy with the goalkeeper. We need the striker to be up too much. It's 77 minutes, Man United to Arsenal. I can see that the pace of that game getting a bit frantic. With the balance of the tie still in the air. Man United, where are they in the league now? Like third or something, fourth? They're pushing it.
Yeah, they're definitely up
Arsenal riding high up top. Oh, by the way, number 11, whoever that is, taking the ball on the chest, doing some keepy-ups. Oh, round to the edge of the box, takes a shot, and then Martinez flicks it away for a corner. The wee butcher that he is. Barca doing that stuff on the halfway line, playing it left to right. They lose the ball, and Getafe want to counter-attack and a couple of passes and get at them. Done it quite a lot this half. I think they've probably done it more times than they thought they would have had the chance to. So they're actually getting a wee spell now of possession, circling the ball around at the new camp. Bossing it. Oh, drops the shoulder. We're playing it. Oh, almost playing it out of the half, but here go Barca. Is this going to be a chance? Oh, what a ball, by the way. One touch finish. 1-0 Barca. Who's that, Pedri or Gavi?
Pedri, my boy.
Rafinha.
My boy.
Well done, Harry boy. Clean sheet ruined for me, but as long as you don't get another 2 goals go that way, I'm probably not too bothered. Expected.
Who got the assist?
Probably Rafinha, I think.
Is it?
Let's see. Might have been Fati.
Oh, if it's Fati, that would be.
It was on the left. It was Getafe were trying to get out on the right back position, as you've seen. So whoever's on that left side, maybe Gavi's just come over for a wee hug there. Oft. It's a one-touch pass, by the way. Interceptions. Oh no, it's not. That plays the boy down the wing, Rafinha. Whoever played that ball for Rafinha, that's the move that makes it. The balls are bouncing about. Getafe are trying to get out their half, and somebody for Barca like intercepts it. One touch passes it down the channel, and Rafinha runs onto it. And then
yeah. I saw that.
The box.
Great finish. The boy Pedri.
Arsenal corner here again. Number 11 taking it. I think that's Martinelli. De Gea punches it to the edge of the box. Arsenal going to bring it down and keep going. Arsenal from the right-hand side. Inside the box. Puts a guy on the deck. The Saka chips it in. Oh, chips in. It's bouncing about. Back post. Oh, still in. Alive. Oh, it's just a pure goal mouth scramble. Not quite a scramble. Ball's like bouncing about all over the place. Man United clear it. And yeah, 35 minutes. It's Barca 1, Getafe 0.
Yeah, happy with that. Pedri on a 75 for me with his bonus. Okay. I'm 61 points away from a tier 3 with Vinny captain to play. 108 points away from a tier 2, but yeah, ideally we need a fatty decisive. Well, we definitely need a fatty decisive, really. If we want to do anything spectacular.
Yeah, well, it's been definitely all Barca in terms of possession in that. I've just been getting extra excited about Getafe because I have had a few chances on the break, and Barca are not exactly a defensive powerhouse, you know.
Definitely not.
Man United doing a bit of long ball here, trying to get out their half. One Arsenal away from them.
I'm just looking at the Eredivisie, like top 6. You've got Feyenoord, 38 points, PSV 35, 20, 34, AZ 33, Ajax 33, and then Sparta Rotterdam 31 points.
Wow.
But AZ have a game in hand, so if AZ win that, they would go second actually, which is pretty big for them.
It's that Dutch division this year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Gavi. Oh. I think Trossard's about to come on. Yeah, Trossard's for Martinelli.
Oh, is he? Nice. Debut for the boy. Good signing that was from Arsenal, I think. Clever. Very, very clever. Didn't cost an arm and a leg. Can come on and play a variety of positions. Just makes a lot of sense, I think.
Think there's anyone that has his first season Sorare card that's held it this whole time?
Yeah, that'd be a nice little memento.
Be a fun career to follow. From Ghent, or was it Genk? What one was it?
Good question. I think it was, I don't know, Genk, I think, with the K.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong. Yeah. It's crazy how cheap you can get. Well, I mean, the Ferran Torres Super at 1.2 ETH is up for.
Really? Forward card?
Yeah. No, midfielder.
Still. I've got too many mids.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's a problem. Mids are too easy to get.
Yeah, they really are, aren't they? That's the issue. It's like when Pavel had that forward and midfielder Wirtz traded into him, and then he's traded them both out now. But yeah, the only one I would have been interested in would have been the forward, really. Yeah.
Good play from Barca. Yeah, because it's just sometimes filling the team, filling the positions, and that's one of the things I like about that Rio Hatate. Like how many cards I've got of him in different positions. Like you can kind of chop them around and whatever. But like when you've got that set team, and it's like, yeah, like sometimes just having a guy that will fill in as a forward. It doesn't matter if he's actually a midfielder, you know, because it's just the forward position you need to actually get filled.
My boy yesterday, Jean Mario, got a goal, but I didn't as a thought. Yeah, I didn't bloody play him though. To be fair,
the chat did say he was going to play.
I know.
What a goal, by the way. Number 13 for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Nice strike, edge of the box, left foot, hits the post and goes in. 3-1.
Nice.
Leverkusen clean sheet, busted.
Yep.
And Chappie looks pissed off. Or was that Palacios even? Sorry. Let's see it again. Benzi Baini, left back, running the show. Plays a great ball into number 14 and he lays it off for 11. 11 cuts it back for 13 and then, yeah, hits it. L2 and shoot. Boom.
L2 and shoot. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know what to do about midweek, Quinny. I don't know whether to buy a goalkeeper for it or not.
I would only buy a guy for it if you need to buy the guy anyway, or if you need the guy beyond just the week, because it's not how good is the prize pool, you know, like
I mean, it's decent enough. There's 27 prizes in under 23 pro and there's only 100 entrants, so I fancy myself with the players. I have Enzo, I have like basically 4 star rares going out. That's the issue. It's like
Borja Mayoral had another one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Did
this
he?
Game, I don't know who set him up, man. That might be my boy. Maybe get a big chance created off the back of that, maybe. Don't know who played him through, but Jesus, man, Getafe are chapping out the door. 41 minutes. Sorry, Harry, on you go.
No, you're fine. I do have options. I just don't know whether to. I don't know. I
Like,
just
is it
do.
before this
Go on.
game week? Realization was a goalkeeper on your hit list anyway.
Yeah, because I had Pandor. I had him in like about 3 weeks ago, and I sold him for like 0.4, like basically almost double my money on him. So
Nice.
I bought him for like 0.7, sold him for like 1.1 ish, and now he's at 1.1. So like, yeah, I don't know. I
Just
did,
replacing
yeah, I
Pandor
had
then.
him. Who replaced Pandor? Did you say?
Yeah, that's what you're still needing to do. Is replace him then.
Yeah,
Cool.
basically, yeah. But
That's
I
cool.
bought in Etienne Green thinking that he was gonna start playing again, but he didn't. So that screwed me a little bit. Well, he might still move, to be fair, but yeah. Oh, how many one-on-ones have Getafe had, by the way?
I know.
It's unbelievable. But I won last week
Oh,
a Tim Schubia, the guy on loan from Leipzig in the Bundesliga 2. He's a starting goalkeeper.
cool.
So he's only 20, and I'm trying to sell him ideally, so then I can get something else in. But he's not really selling.
Oh, did you see that 17-year-old Midgetland, the goalkeeper? He's going to Aalborg on loan, or they've signed Aalborg are signing
Okay,
him.
really, I didn't see that.
T-
No.
what was his name? We were looking at him. I can't remember if it was on the stream or after the stream. What's his name? Theo Jansen or something?
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Plays for Midgetland or one of those Danish teams. Anyway, they've just signed Mantle on loan from Salzburg. And then Aalborg have come in and bought, oh, here we go, Getafe in the box again. Enes Unal flashes it across the face of the... Oh, Elena flashes it across the edge of the box and... across the face of goal, I beg your pardon. And Borja Mayoral just misses out on it. Oh, great play from Getafe, unlucky. Great play. Oh... Getafe could be winning this game, by the way.
Yeah, they've had chances. They've had some big chances.
Way better chances than Barca have had.
100%.
Ooh. Gladbach are still going for it. 85 minutes here. Rami Bensebaini, who we know is a bit of a legend of a left back. Harry, he's recently been linked to Atletico Madrid. Would you believe?
Okay.
A quality move,
I
I
do
think.
like the look of him. Yeah, I love him. I think he's a great player.
He's a tank, and he's a kind of playmaker kind of type, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, he got a wicked left foot. Takes penalties. He's a very ideal Sorare player.
Yeah.
Super ideal.
Omar Alderte has been booked. The guy that hit the nice big diag earlier on. Arsenal are having a wee counter attack here with, is that Odegaard and Saka? And then back to Xhaka, and then he's swinging it all the way over to the right back. I'm guessing that's Tomiyasu. And then somebody on the right wing. Is this maybe Saka? The screen's away, and I'm not too up on the squad numbers, guys. So sorry about that, but yeah, it's kind of fizzled out to nothing anyway. Got a question out from the chat. Either of you got any plans for the summer, or both sitting it out? I'll let you go first, Harry.
Yeah, no, summer's my bread and butter, to be honest. Going off last season, that was kind of where I came into my own and managed to get a lot of success, to be honest. So no, I'm going gung ho. I bought a unique for the summer. Yeah, summer's where I'm really trying to capitalize, to be honest. It's mainly under 23 sort of based, but I do want to try and get like a little threshold super rare team somehow.
Yep.
So that's kind of my goals, is to play super rare under 23, under 23 rare pro, and then a super rare threshold team is kind of the most ideal situation. I'm not there right now. I'm a couple pieces away, but that's kind of where I'm trying to work towards. What about yourself?
3-2 to Arsenal, Harry. Sorry, I'll come back to you on that in a second.
Wow, really?
Zinchenko and Ketia sinks it. The place 89th minute. The place is going balubas.
Wow.
I didn't quite catch the full goal, so I won't tell you.
That is
I'll see it again.
insane.
But Nketiah getting the winner, it looks to be the winner, 89th minute. Let's see it again. So yeah, Man United try to play it from the back. Somebody falls on their backside. Pass goes loose. And I think that's maybe Odegaard that scoops it up. He's putting the defence on the back foot. He lays on the overlap for Zinchenko. Zinchenko zips it into the penalty spot. And Nketiah, or the ball, somebody shoots, the ball kind of bounces. There's a few potential offside situations in this whole play. And Nketiah, who ultimately scores the goal, I don't think is offside from what I can see here. But yeah, Zinchenko zips it into the penalty spot. Someone shoots, the ball kind of bounces around, and then between the goalkeeper, a defender, and Nketiah gets there and slides it in to make it 3-2. They're checking it like mad. I say there's about 3 points in this attacking thing where I thought, oh, there's maybe an offside shout there. So they've probably got a few things to check on. And maybe even how does Nketiah do it? It's a kind of wee scorpion kicky thing. Yeah, he does kind of stick his leg out to it. It's not really. I'm making it sound better than what it looks like. He just kind of throws a leg at it, but it's kind of side up, if that makes sense. And are we getting the goal given? It looks like we have. Goal given. Zinchenko is buzzing. Barca have had a few corners here, by the way, concurrently. 90th minute, Arsenal 3, Man United 2. 46th minute, Barca 1, Jetta 0. And 88 minutes, Bayern Leverkusen 3, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1.
I've just seen something on Twitter that Vancouver Whitecaps have submitted an offer for Yokohama Marinos goalkeeper Takakoa.
Yes!
The 26-year-old Japanese keeper has appeared 85 times for the club. The Whitecaps currently have Thomas Hassel in the starting goalkeeper position.
Yes! I've got Paul Obi Obina, who is probably not going to become number one, but if there's ever going to be a chance, now is it. That's fucking great news. Carl's the Lane. Oh, no, this isn't Carl's Lane. This is Borussia Mönchengladbach. Sorry. See number 11 there in the kind of same colours. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm just getting excited. But yeah, that's a good one for sure. Sorry, I totally lost myself there between all those things happening at once. Etienne Green rumoured to Auxerre to replace Costil. I'm so glad I got rid of Costil. And Joe B. De Gea, what a save. I must have missed that, sorry. Oh, we're talking about plans for the summer, weren't we?
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, mine's is kind of similar to you. I've just actually rubbed off my non-EU contingent. I had on my whiteboard a separate section for it for all the players that are off season now, like MLS and a couple of, I do have like 3 or 4 J League guys and 1 or 2 K League guys. I've just rubbed them off today because I'm like, I just need to focus on what's going on now, because these things are all about to just kind of come back over the next month or two, and I'll see them reappear in the lineup builder and then lay them out appropriately. But I do think what I think is going to be like a new sort of little foundation for my club in terms of the SO5 arena is both the cat mode 240s, of course, or all the cat modes, you know, for whatever I'm doing with content or whatever, but cap 240 super and rare for like the main gallery as it was. I think I'll still be fighting quite hard on All-Star Rare Pro, because I expect that price pool to maintain a good level of like quality overall. But I'm going to be very interested to see how cap 270 looks, and if it looks good, I'm probably a goalkeeper short for super rare than what I would want to be. But I think I'm just making sure that I've got like 6 super rare midfielders that play in the off season. If Giakoumakis moves to America or Japan, I've now got a super rare non-EU forward, which is grand. Matarita has just moved to Ukraine, which is lovely. I don't know why the hell we would do that when there's a bloody war on, but there you go, he's done it. And so I've got no super rare defender or goalkeeper for the non-EU regions. So I'm kind of backing myself to maybe try and fluke a win that meets this criteria at some point. You know, a tier 2 super here, a tier 1 super there. Maybe I get some of the pieces I need, and then a bit closer to the time I'll maybe worry about it, to be honest with you. But I know that I'm like 2/3 of the way to being functional, and it's just a wee bit of luck now to get it done on the fly, get it done on the, that kind of way.
Definitely.
Because my super rares have bulked out recently by winning some tier 3s and tier 2s. Like I got some super rare midfielders that play and a defender that kind of plays and stuff like that, and just having a wee bit more options. There we go. Final whistle. Arsenal 3, Man United 2. Game over, and they're buzzing, man.
What a result!
Huge result for the title. Arsenal's title to lose, eh?
Yeah,
they've got
especially after that. It's unbelievable, really.
Great result. Nketiah's buzzing. Great result for the Arsenal. Great result. But maybe like Mandanda at Rennes, who knows? Castile going to Lille probably as number 2. Oh, wow. And Ugo is saying, are we talking about Theo Sanders? Yeah, that's definitely that's who I'm talking about. He's going to AA Aalborg, is the latest report I've seen, buddy. So that's my plans for the summer. Jonathan B. Harry's going to go after freshies, and I think I'm going to do kind of the same. But outside of outside of super rares, like I've got probably like 3 squads of rares, and I'll probably be able to go after under 23s in the summer at the rare level. And then I've got the ability to do a rare and a rare pro in MLS, depending on some number 2 goalkeepers like Barraza or Cisniega or Paul Obi Obina. Now you're telling me about Takuoka. So I don't. It depends on how many goalkeepers I've got active, but I'm kind of happy to be running through the summer with what I'm going into the summer with. I'm not kind of running out now, and maybe there is I don't know. Nah, I'm not running out to get anything, but I'm happy for things to maybe come my way, or maybe opportunities to arise where a trade it makes sense for me and for somebody else or whatever.
I desperately need Tanny to start.
Yeah, Tanny starting is great for everyone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And if Saudi Arabia was to get scores and I would lock myself back into having 2 goalkeepers there, I think.
Okay.
Or at least one. Definitely got 1 goalkeeper
Mm-hmm.
over there. Maybe 2. So yeah, I'm not ruling out some mad transfer or some like maybe new coverage or something happening. And I get like you're talking about their Takuoka to Vancouver. Hope that happens, man, so badly.
Yeah.
And then Paulo Biobina hopefully gets a chance at Yokohama. Don't think it'll happen, but maybe it does. You never know. Stranger things have happened in Japan, let's be honest.
Very true.
And then a random goalkeeper that's not played for 2 years getting a game.
Yeah.
Who's very J-League. Oh, is this a replay? Aye, it is. I was watching the Barca game there. Unal again played 1-1. It's the first chance of the game, sort of. Bit of a fight happening here now in Leverkusen and Gladbach. 3-2. Did I miss the second goal?
Okay.
Did I miss it going 3-2? It just went 3-2 and I missed it.
Yeah, you must have. Yeah, that's brand new. As new as.
Came here for Harry Collins, staying for the content. Nick Cash, loving it.
Nick's currently upstairs in the household.
Can't get enough of you, Harry boy. Loving it.
Hi, Nick.
But so 3-2 now, man, and it's probably not getting any minutes left in this Gladbach game, but
Lars
anytime the
Stindl.
ball is live, it will be tasty. Stindl, was it? Oh, I'm getting to see it. I'm getting to see it now. So let's see. Rapid throw in, by the way. Ball boy gives it to the guy. Rapid, and then I don't know what's going on here. Oh, they just start having a wee. Oh, this is a wee replay of the fight that they've been having. But yeah, I must have missed a goal somehow. Maybe it was in all the Arsenal stuff happening. I missed it. Yeah, I definitely think looking at the replays, Harry, like Getafe have definitely had the better chances in this game. Like Barca have
They've
been
had like
team.
3 1-on-1s. Yeah, Barca have controlled possession, but Getafe have had crazy 1-on-1 chances. Yeah, every single one has been, down the keeper's throat, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah. So let me have a wee peek at some scores and such. I'll have a wee look since I'm at half time. I wonder how if I'm doing. So a peek. I'm sitting in 8th still. Yeah, that's okay. So I had Jordan Larson in this team who came back to. Oh, by the way, I'm only 12 points off of Tier 1 Supers. That's anything good in this game, man. 12 points and I'm in Tier 1 Super Camp,
Yeah, you're not far off at all there, you.
Just need a decisive from Unal. That's 25 points. Who's your daddy? And I'm up in second, and then it's just, can I get my luck to get me into top spot? Bag of unique. Oh, come on, Manu. Come on, Getafe.
Oh. I mean, what is the goalkeeper's AA on right now?
47.
Okay, that's not bad. If he can keep it down to like 2-0 and get a loads of saves in.
But what I'm thinking is he's got 12 AA for 1 goal conceded. I would take that again. I don't mind if someone to score again and then he finishes on 56.
Definitely.
Or something, 100%. Because it's going to be an hour 45 of football. We should have some shots against and whatever. But yeah, as long as it's like not more. We don't want 3 goals. We can't have Barca scoring 3. I think we're fucked in. Unless you now get a hat trick or something.
100%. Noah Lang scored for Club Brugge 2-1.
Oh wow, Noah Lang.
Yeah.
Back with a bang under Scotty Parker. He knows that he needs to sell him. He wants to do an Ange Postecoglou rebuild.
Definitely.
He's going to watch Scott Parker getting a job like that. Quite smart by him, but I think going to Belgium.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting, interesting move. Thing is, like, if you don't succeed in Belgium, it's a bit like, well, where do you really go from there? Do you know what I'm saying? In a weird way, like it is an important time for him to like really sort of nail down some sort of, maybe not legacy, but definitely a good impact. for him to
Yeah.
like springboard elsewhere.
Definitely wants to start putting a CV together of success, like getting promoted with, was it Bournemouth? And did they get promoted with Fulham as well? I know he got
No,
relegated with Fulham, but
can't
that was his
remember.
first
Good
gig.
question.
And then he got
Yeah, I'm
promoted
trying to
with Bournemouth,
think.
didn't he?
Yeah.
And then bagged, and then all his pals to Sky Sports were gutted for him. And then I think Bruce does a great job still in the Champions League, and I think for him, he can be there. Think about how long was Brendan Rodgers at Celtic for? Like 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
I think he'd just look at it the same way as Rodgers at Celtic. Like go for a couple of years, do your best, and then maybe you get the Leicester job or something later on off the back. Yep.
For sure. Definitely.
Or if he's super lucky, he used to be the captain for Newcastle back in the day. Scott Parker, easily forgotten.
He did.
So you never know. Maybe by the time they're done with Eddie Howe, my nemesis.
My nemesis. I tell you what, he's turned around his fortunes.
I can say that again. Channy, fist bump, my man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Wirtz was a bit of a letdown, and especially in the Bundesliga draft, Harry. A lot of people picked Wirtz, and a lot of people picked Royce, and Royce didn't play. And mate, can you see my screen?
I cannot. No.
No. Well, both my draft teams, mate. I don't think I've done too bad. I'm in the top 3,500 in the Bundesliga draft, and I had Captain Julian Brandt on an 85 in that Borussia Dortmund game. Max Arnold was in a 6-0 win and got no decisive action somehow. Barely did anything AA-wise.
I had a stinker, I did. Well, I had Kimmich and Muani, who had 65 and 71 respectively. Wirtz captain, like you just said, as most of us did, go for. And then I had Gint on 12 points and Kobel on 9 points.
Oh, I can see that now, yeah. I've got your screen there.
Yeah, absolute stinker. But my La Liga one is looking a little bit healthier. I mean, Gavi and Dembele playing now, Aspas on a 50, and then the Valencia boys tomorrow. So not as bad.
That's not too bad. So what ranking are you there? Like top? You've got 2 guys to run still. What about your Bundesliga one? Where are you at for that?
58,000. I'm deep in the pits. Yeah.
In my La Liga one, I'm actually in the top 1,600 at the moment.
Okay.
If you want to check this team out, Harry, I was quite buzzing with this. I was like 80th or something last night before the Seville game. But I've got the Seville defence. I've got Bono and Navas. They got a clean sheet, I think. Yeah, 1-0 win. David Silva, 74, Brais Mendes, 57, and then Captain Griezmann, 122.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
So, quite pleased with how those wee drafts have done. It's a shame it's only 200 prizes, but for like 100,000 people. But
I know, it's tough.
It's just a beta test. I can keep telling myself that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to get some early form, Good to get some early form getting into this. Because I think we were talking about it before coming on, Harry, but see these drafts for Champion Euro, probably going to be quite a big part of like just general Sorare chat and buzz, because it's the one thing that everyone can mess with on a level playing field, as it were. Like we can all, who did you pick? And no, don't pick him. And no, that fixture's good or whatever,
Yeah, without any too much stress involved, like or pressure, let's say.
Yeah,
it's just like I think it's a really fun little addition for sure.
There's a lot of love here for Channy in the chat. Wirtz, because you were telling us Channy was riding super high actually, and Wirtz came off the bench for not a lot. What did they finish on? Let's see the points. Was it maybe 25 or something? In the end, 18. Oh, ouch! Not even 25, man. -6 AA. -3.5 on possession stats, 5 missed passing, and he conceded 2 goals when he was on the pitch. So yeah, bummer. Bad timing for his substitution, I guess. Ouch. That's a killer, man. Arsenal 3-2. Nketiah on 78. Saka on an 82 with 1 decisive. And Gabriel 56. Saliba 46. Tomiyasu off the bench. Decent scores. Decent wee game to watch. Wee bit of nostalgia for me. Arsenal Man United in a title race. Playing each other. But yeah. And somebody else is asking who's Harry Collins. Well, there's only 2 of us here. One of us is called Harry, so I'll let you work it out.
Do the math.
Wirtz has really screwed Channy over. Hello, mate. How's your weekend been? J Vic, it's been quality so far. We're chasing down a unique, hopefully, if Enes Unal can get a goal. And sorry, I can keep this kind of act up. And Harry is doing pretty lively as well with his under-23s. And Channy is riding high, who's in the chat as well.
I'm in 17th right now, according to Sorare, but Sorare data is telling me that I'm 20th. So I don't know who's lying. Well, 18th and 20th. So I'll take the Sorare positioning because that's what we have to take. And top 27 get tier 1. So I'm hoping I stay in tier 1. I'm not holding my breath, though, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm gutted again. Carlson's just, I'm putting a lot of faith in my Jasper Carlson, but he's just not getting the decisives I need. He's getting the AA, but he's just not getting the DAs. And AZ are scoring goals as well, which is really, really frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just Bayer this week as well, only with a 9.1 AA. They ended up conceding really early, but I called it, Quinny. I don't know if you remember. Remember I said that I swapped around Costa and Muric because I had a feeling Burnley wouldn't keep a clean sheet this week.
Yeah.
So I ended up putting Muric in my less prioritized lineup. When with Costa got the clean sheet, but Bay obviously didn't. But I'm annoyed because Badiashile, another great performance, Quinny, 31 AA against Liverpool, another clean sheet. That's 2-2 for him. And yeah, I played him in my my kickoff unique lineup, which was dead and buried. Really, it was just a training lineup. So he would have been very useful in this under 23 Rare Pro right now instead of Bayer Super Rare. So yeah, mistakes have been made in a way. Yeah, so we have to live with them. We definitely have to live with them, but it's all good.
Yeah, well, we're getting there, Harry. We're getting there, with
Yeah.
because again, between the two of us, we've not got that many teams submitted, and to have
No.
them all kind of riding high, like, it's been a decent weekend. I've got to admit, I was cursing your name, but was it yesterday? Because I wasn't going to put All Black in a rare pro team, and All Black got a clean sheet and landed with 70 points, and I've got a DNP goalkeeper in with Felix Nemeka, who brought in a 69, and Andy Robo with a 57, but I feel a bit better about it today because Wirtz is in that team with an 18 and Castellanos with a 26. So I feel a bit better about it, but ultimately neither team, I had no combination of players that would have done anything. It turns
Not
out
really, no.
from rare.
But
Rare
I was
Pro.
right. I was right on the All Black captain, Quinny.
Yeah, we should have captained All Black. We might have been, well, we're 60 points off of it in the end. We wouldn't have been
Yeah, it wouldn't have
closer,
mattered, but
yeah, as I say, I even thought about that. I thought, what if we did have Robbo and then we captained him or All Black? And it's like, nah, I'd have still been off of it. I didn't have a forward that was pulling the weight.
That's the issue, isn't it? The forwards are just so huge, aren't they? Like, just your forwards have to score goals. It's just as simple as that. You can't really afford not to be doing so. Barca have made 2 substitutions at halftime, Quinny. Christensen and Balde both off. Alba and Eric Garcia on.
Huge subs. Changing the defence. Alba way more bombing down. And then who did Garcia come on for? Christensen. I thought he was good.
He was, yeah. He's been immense recently. I'm quite surprised with that, to be fair.
That is quite a surprising one, isn't it? Thanks everyone who persevered there, inserted the wee advert. It turns out I can do that now, and it helps fund the stream, as it were. So thanks for persevering. If you get a little advert, feel free to skip it. I don't care what you do with it, but YouTube gives us a couple of bob for doing that. So thanks very much to anyone that perseveres. I done one there just between a little break and what we were chatting about, and I'll give you a heads up next time. But thank you very much, and yeah, just help support all the stuff that we're doing here. And by the way, long ball from Getafe, Borja Mayoral brings it down and nutmegs somebody, and then he goes to cross it, but the cross is closer to being a shot, just down to how good it is. You'll see in a second, Harry. And then the goalkeeper punches it out. Corner for Getafe, 47th minute. Big diag, and then I don't know if he quite nutmegs the guy, but he brings it down and does him on the blind spot. You'll probably see it in a second. Is it Koundé he does? Borja Mayoral, by the way, again, see, like, he's not really Dyson Maeda, right? But see that kind of guy who's like a bit of a tidy forward, who's quite nippy, get good energy, but very good at like linking up with people.
Yeah.
And he's like 24 or something. He's not really that far out of U23 status.
Yeah, he's had loads of loan deals, hasn't he? I remember he was like Roma, and there was a couple of situations, one day when he was, hopping between clubs.
A Real Madrid academy guy through all that time, I think.
Yeah, he was.
He's the kind of guy that ends up at Brighton or something and then scores 20 goals, and everyone's like, oh, how did they do it?
How did he do it? That's funny.
It's just like, they know who they're buying. These
Hmm.
teams are so well scouted. Like everyone's going mad for Matoma now, aren't they? You
Yeah.
know, I was doing Celtic podcasts, Harry. I don't know if you'd have caught any of them or anyone listening, but see when the Japan squad came out, everyone, all the Celtic
Uh-huh.
channels, especially that podcast, we spoke about it for about 3 weeks straight. It's like, how is Atate not in this team? And it's like, and I kept saying Tanaka because I'm biased, obviously having his cards, but I kept saying, you've got no idea how good Matoma, Tanaka, some of these
Yeah.
guys are. Like they're fucking
Some
brilliant.
big players. Yeah, for sure. Really big.
Scored a world day. Was it yesterday? Seen it
Yeah.
earlier today. The goal, I wasn't sure if it
Wicked,
was today or
wicked
yesterday.
goal, wasn't there?
That was beautiful, man.
Wicked goal.
Afternoon, guys. Tom Bradley, a bit late to the stream. Have you seen the Arsenal links to Braze? Oh my God, that would be amazing. He would be brilliant for Arsenal. Braze Mendes, again, if you haven't watched him, anyone who is mildly interested, a poor man's Bernardo Silva is what I'm going to name him. Connor Aspel, fist bump, good to see you. Wondering about your thoughts on David Silva for Sociedad. Would you consider getting a card to stack with Braze? Harry, did I send you this? Great question, Connor. Somebody actually reached out to me for
Uh-huh.
my Dennis Suarez unique because he's now going to be going
Yeah,
to
you
Villarreal.
did. You did send it to me, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll be able to figure out who it is. The guy has unique David Silva. I won't go into the intricacies of the
Mm.
deal, but I did entertain the notion of receiving said David Silva in such a
Hmm.
trade.
Yeah.
So his contract expires end of the season. I'm not holding out much faith that David Silva strikes me more as like that kind of Tony Kroos type, where he would just retire when he feels like it. I don't see him
Hmm.
necessarily like going to Qatar and going to America and doing all that stuff. So it's hard to judge. He's 37 now, I think, maybe even 38. David Silva. So getting a unique
Yeah, he's getting on.
it's a lead weight at that stage. Oh, dive and save from Soria, loving that. Get
That's
that
big.
AA up, son.
That's big. Definitely big.
So yeah, I would entertain it, but it's very much at the right price. It's not something I would just do blindly, head over heels. And Channy is saying that Odegaard has been the most consistent under 23 at the moment. Harry, would you go along with that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, as soon as I sold him as well. Nah, to be fair, he had a couple of DAs. I sold him, and he's had 2 since. So yeah, he has done well since I've ended up selling him. But I don't know. He has been good. His AA isn't normally that great. That's why I decided to keep Carlson over him. They both age out, so they're very similar positions. But yeah, to be fair, Odegaard has been scoring the goals, getting the assists. He's been the DA king recently. So yeah, I can't fault it at all. But like Channy says, yeah, there's no one's been that consistent really, if I'm being honest. Like just scoring goals, /
Yeah.
assists. I'm trying to think who's been really consistent as a forward. I mean, even like I know Haaland scored 3 today, but he's been a bit, hot and cold. I know these are like the upper echelons of players, but yeah, nobody's been like phenomenally consistent, if I'm honest.
I think Ikatiki's been a bit surprising if anyone had the balls to play him from the get-go.
Yeah, he's done a little bit, hasn't he? To be fair, I can't fault that. I'm just having a look through the list here. Liao's been okay. Oh, to be fair, Osimhen's been scoring goals. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Osimhen hasn't stopped scoring. To be fair, he's had so the last 3 games, 4 goals, 5 goals in 5 goals in 5 games actually, but he blanked in the Inter game. So yeah, I'd say he's probably been up there. Anybody else though? Josh Maja. Yeah, it's been tough to pinpoint just consistent goal scorers. These kids are young, like they don't necessarily score goals every game. Otherwise, they'd be at like huge clubs. I know like Mbappe and Haaland are, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting dynamics.
Yeah, I can't think of any under 23. I've obviously not really been dabbling in it that much this season.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think of any that really jump out as like huge prospects that everyone's flocking to. Like, oh, you've got to be buying this striker who's bursting onto the scene.
Yeah, not really. I mean, Cherokee's like the regen in terms of that. Everyone seems to be jumping on the Cherokee bandwagon again after the 500th time, which is justified, I guess. He is looking pretty good right now, but Yeah, no, there's nothing. There's nothing
The good
like
thing about jumping on the
exceptional.
Cherokee bandwagon, Harry, is we all know where our seats are. We've been on it often enough, So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
we
oh,
do.
we're back on this one again. Here we go. Right, you sit over there. I'll be over here. You're like, just like last time. Get comfy.
Get our season tickets out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I think we could see somebody like, remember, like obviously the guy that's moved to the Prem from Lorient, what's his name, Otaru, and also we had
Yeah.
Ekitike last season. The French league is really good for just throwing someone out of oblivion into being one of the most sought after guys in the world. So if you've got your finger to the pulse, you maybe see somebody coming. Let us know.
Definitely.
Because some of these guys, and especially in France, like, again, with the utmost respect, like, a lot of these French players in Liga and in Ligue 2, a lot of their names are very, not even similar, but they're a lot of just interchangeable names. Like, like Nadai and Diarra, and like there's lots, and there's just Ambroses and Thierry's and Enzo's. There's so many, like, consistently, and Sofians. There's so many, like, the way I've always remembered footballers, normally, like, you don't get that many footballers that have that many, like, recurring names. If you know what I mean, like De Jong, there's a few De Jongs, and you notice that, if you know what I mean. And maybe first names it's a little bit different, but anyway, I think in France you get a lot of, like, recurring second names, especially across some of these ones that do come from African colonies and whatever. And sometimes it's hard to remember who was that one again, and who does he play for? Is he a forward? And like,
there's so many. PSU was saying this a few days ago. Like
Mendy's
he's
a great
won.
one. There's Mendy's everywhere.
Fafana is the funny. Like there's loads of Fafanas playing in like French League 2/1, and PSU seems to own every single one of them.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, or he's won every single one basically.
Yeah. Aye, so yeah, I find it hard to keep track of some of those ones just for that simple reason.
For sure.
Whether that's right or wrong, I do apologise to anyone, but yeah, that's just been straight with. Yeah, we're at the 54 minutes here, and Barca's trying to go a wee bit more direct. Sorry, again for our nice little catch. He's on 46.88. And yeah, man, I need a decisive coming my way, man. It's 42 of you here. Please do like the stream when you are here. Fist bump to everyone on arrival. If you haven't got it yet, let me know, and I'll sort you out. Tom Bradley, seeing links of Takuoka to the Whitecaps. Could Asia be losing its best goalkeeper, Tom? We certainly hope so. Harry broke that news via the chat, I think, earlier on. What do you think? Do you think he'll definitely go in there and be number one if you're a card holder? I think that would be the plan. But as we've seen with Japanese goalkeepers and just MLS in general, number ones aren't always number one guaranteed. So is that a good move for Takuoka, or is that a worse move? Love to know your thoughts, Tom, as well as anyone else in the chat today. Chelsea also have two Fafanas. It's saying Julius Schwartz or Harry. And Evan Ferguson has been pretty consistent for Brighton as well. Can't wait for his card. Yeah, that Ferguson guy's come out of nowhere.
He's been class. Yeah, I'll give him that. He's been really good.
Connor Aspel again. Musiala let me down in the Bundesliga draft, but I still think he is the guy after Mbappe. Yeah, I would probably agree with you there. He's so electric. TNFA. Good to see you. Fist bump, my man. Ruins Hassel if Takuoka goes, says Channy. I definitely agree with that. Like, if you were buying Hassel to run U23s in the summer, Takuoka arriving just wrecks that plan because he will not get 100% of games guaranteed now.
Yeah, I'm just texting my friend now. He won a Hassel Limited in the in the Global Cup for finishing like very high in it, basically, and started making a limited team. And yeah, I've just broke that news to him, so he won't be very happy, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, not ideal for sure.
And it just, it further compounds like the lack of U23 keepers in the summer. If that's to happen, because outside of him, like, I don't, whenever this topic comes up, not many definitive number ones. I mean, non-EU come out.
No, yeah, not non-EU. It's virtually impossible, isn't it? But I mean, I guess Mantle now. Will Mantle be one technically?
Well, how far does he run into summer? All the way through, or?
I think so. I think the Danish league goes over that. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. But yeah,
I know it definitely plays a lot in the summer, but I don't know, because I know they've just had a winter break, so they've got a season 2 finish and then another season to recommence. So
okay.
Maybe, I don't know, depends how it all pans out, I guess. But yeah, maybe they do have a bit of overlap. I think Norway is the apex overlap I think Norway like
Okay.
starts a new season in March
Yeah.
or something.
Got you.
Because that's the thing Celtic have always had whenever we get Champions League qualifiers, we'll always get fucking one of the Swedes or the Norwegian teams, like Malmo or Rosenborg or Molde, or we've played them all, and they're always
Yeah.
in good. They're always in good nick when it comes to the second round qualifier because they're halfway through their season. They've just played a cup semi final or something, and you're like
Yeah.
the third game after a pre-season friendly, and sometimes those legs can be banana skins, So yeah, I think the real Scandies, Norway and Sweden, Finland, I think they start in the spring rather than Denmark's resuming in the spring. Barca, a good bit of possession here in the 58th minute. Trying to get in the box. They've got it into the box. Is that Fati? He takes a touch and then it's taken off his toes. And then the ball comes out to, I think that's Dembele it is, and then he flashes the ball wide of the post. Still 1-0, 58 minutes. And it doesn't look like we're going to get 3 goals conceded. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Norway starts in April. Can see Holsa being the #1 forward hold for All-Star capped Tom Bradley. Salernitano season, says Joe Ducey. He's definitely one of the strong shouts for U23. But Salernitano, what team is he at again? Is it Cincinnati? I'm pretty sure they have another keeper. They do have another keeper on their books, don't they?
Yeah, but I think he's pretty nailed, if I'm honest. I'd have to say so. Just going off.
It's like a home hero, isn't it?
Yeah, last season as well. Yeah, he was good last season. Really good.
And there's another guy floating around as well, Thomas Romero, who was playing for LAFC under Bradley, but then they signed Krapau. Bradley's left, and I know Sean Johnson's heavily linked to Toronto, but I think if Sean Johnson doesn't go to Toronto, watch out for Romero, the El Salvador keeper, who's at LAFC, because I could see him being Bob Bradley's second option to Sean Johnson. And yeah, Tom Bradley's saying Norway for April. Look, hi Quinny, thanks for that Esposito Rare you gifted me a while ago. I managed to sell him and now I've got my roster up to 0.4 ETH, free to play in less than 2 months of playing. Cheers for the help. Fist bump, my man. Thanks a lot for getting involved in the giveaway. That particular one was funded by Sriram Krishnan, so make sure you give him a follow on Twitter or wherever you can find him and give him a fist bump or a cuddle. But no problem, my man. Great to hear that you've turned that into 0.4 in your free rolling and got a full gallery out of it. And brilliant.
That's amazing.
Love giveaways getting hustled like that.
Really, really nicely done.
Joe Ducey saying they do have Alex Can. I'd say 85% sure Salernitano, who just got his first ever USMNT call up. Yeah, so if he's getting into the national team, the team will probably want to look after him. What do you think of Ryman as a cat mode goalkeeper? Julius Schwartz, I think Ryman has been getting a really good write-up this season, and I was quite disappointed when Ortega went to Man City because he looked like a really cheap, like active AA goalkeeper in Champion Euro. And it looks like Ryman has really kind of filled that void that he left. So I think for cat mode, as long as you don't get relegated, I think Ryman is just as good as Ledesma or, some other kind of bottom end goalkeeper that's get great scores. If you can back against them not getting relegated, I forget exactly where they're sitting in the table at this moment in time, but Ryman's got good AA for never getting a clean sheet. Not a bad option at all. TNFA Sorare, I'm an All-Star Limited in Tier 3 with only 3 players in the team. Is that a record? Wow. If you hold on, come back to us.
Yeah, that'd be unbelievable.
Still the rest of today and tomorrow to go, buddy. So it will be something to shout about for sure if you pull it off, buddy.
Quinny, have you seen that you can in the lobby, you can look over 2 game weeks, if that makes sense, and submit teams for both?
Last time I looked at it, you could only see Division 2, but into the next game week.
Yeah, it's still the same. Well, you can do the betas as well, but yeah, you're right. It's only Serie A Pro Challenge and then all the second divisions.
Yeah. Hopefully that becomes a bit better. But yeah, it's good to see they're making headway in that direction, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks to everyone who's here. I hope you have liked the stream. Here, guys, there's only 11 likes. There's at least 40 of you here or so. Can we get the likes up to 20? Come on, help us out. Help us out.
Come on, the boys.
Let's go drop another ad to encourage you. Last one, I promise, right? I think we get like £3 for each of them. So we get about 5, but that's all right, isn't it?
How do you do the ads, mate? Is it through Streamlabs?
There's a button. It's just a button. I'll show you when we come
Is there?
off. I'll do a screen share. Yeah, there's a wee button. You can just pop it in.
Interesting.
But yeah, thanks very much. Genk match postponed. Ooh. TNFA going to be played on 1st of February by all accounts. What's that talking about?
Yeah,
Seems
that
more
was the
likely
game.
that Knesnes is leaving. Oh yeah, he's talking about some stuff. Harry, you up to speed with that? Sorry.
What, the gang stuff, you mean?
The Genk and whatever. I thought I was interrupting you. Going to catch
Oh,
whatever
no,
chat
no,
was
no,
there.
no, no. No, you're good.
But yeah, we're just talking about some goalkeepers and stuff. Osako was came up here. I think that was from Tom Bradley as well. It's one of the good shouts. And yeah, he definitely is. Because he's a Japan Youth International, so you do expect he does get game time. But as we've seen last season, I'm sure it was last season, even though he is expected to be number one, doesn't mean he'll play 100% of games. There is still that Japanese crazy rotation to expect through the times of the year, and it will catch you out at some point. And you kind of need to prepare yourself for that going into it, because it will happen. It's unavoidable. And you just got to, wipe your mouth and move on after it, whatever it happens. But yeah. So 62 minutes. It's Barca 1, Getafe. I'm kind of. I don't know if I'm hanging on, Harry. I'm in 8th. I'm fighting in for a tier 2, which is cool, right? But it's tier 1s and tier 1 supers are unique, is what I came to the party for today. 13
Definitely.
points off, man. Come on, Jetta. Come on, Jetta. We can do it. We can do it, Getafe. I can feel it. I can feel it. Osako losing his ACL utility due to the deadline changes is crushing. Oh, yeah, there's all those kind of implications coming in as well. Oh, Getafe there, by the way, almost nipped in. Almost nipped in. 64 minutes. Unal, keep your head up, buddy. The thing I've watched a lot of Getafe, but Unal he runs so hard the whole game that I know by now I'm just watching him and I'm like, come on, man, just make sure you've got enough in the tank for the next one. Because there's nothing worse than when your chance comes to your guy and he's just not quite ready for it,
With
or
it.
he's
Yeah, definitely.
half in the picture, half out, and then it comes to him, he's like, oh fuck. But I was also reading as well a bit of a rumour that with all this stuff that's going around Juventus, that Vlahovic might be on the move this window.
Okay, interesting.
Who do you reckon could go for Vlahovic? Think Man United or Arsenal would go for him?
I don't know. With
What about
Jesus
Bayern?
back, I'd say Arsenal is off the cards. Yeah, but he does remind me of a Bayern player, to be honest. I can see that.
A Maxi Gomez
Yeah,
or a Lewandowski or these kind of guys. Not Maxi Gomez, Mario Gomez.
yeah, he does. Yeah, I would say he's probably quite suited to Bayern actually in that sense. As like a Lewan regen maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Club Brugge 2-2.
Oofed.
Skov Olsen off the bench with a goal.
Skov Olsen off the bench.
Vanaken with an assist. Big
Man's
hands.
loving life.
Yeah.
So Challenger will be vibrant then with Fanakin getting a decisive action now. Lots of teams alive for that.
Yeah, probably.
What about Skov Olsen? Is he a U23 mid or forward? Or is he even not U23?
Forward. Yeah, he is, to be fair. I'm going to see if he's under 20. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, he's under 23 until 2024 as well, so you could have him for another year or so. I think he's really good, but I just don't know what's going to happen with him in terms of, well, one, why he's not playing, and two, where would he kind of go? Probably Bundesliga, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's loads of Skov Olsens as well, just to add.
There's lots of Skovs, lots of Olsens, few Skov Olsens himself.
Yeah, there's a couple of mixes of that name in there.
Getafe pressing the goalkeeper, by the way. Oh, here we go. Oh, Getafe, by the way, are getting some space in this Barca half. Kike Sanchez Flores urging them on. Come on, lads. We can do it. Just one goal for Enes. Get Quinny on the podium. That's all we need, guys. That's all we need. Just one goal from me, Unal. Ivan Illich to Marseille. Done, Quinny, says Tom Bradley.
Wow.
Got the here we go from Fabrizio. I hope he runs right into the starting team, man. He also had a great performance at the weekend, and that's maybe what's pushed Marseille over the top to sign him. I kind of felt something similar, by the way, with Union Berlin, because Juranovic played awful for us against Rangers, and then we played them against two teams after that, and he played brilliant, and then a transfer went through. So I think maybe Illich needed that good game at the weekend to get that transfer over the line, you know.
Definitely.
But hopefully he just. So he's in France now then. So I've got. Yeah, I've got like half of France, like Liga and pro team now. So I'm trying to think about some of these guys divisionally, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess his one doesn't change, right?
Region is still changing the same, but he's going from Serie A to Liga 1.
Yeah, but there's. Oh, you mean for like the Serie A challenge and stuff? He's out of
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
Just thinking, depending on how these things go. Just it's good to have a wee bit of got a few wee guys over here, a few wee guys over there.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what game weeks and what the giveaways are, you know. I love getting
Yeah.
some tickets.
Yeah. Very true.
Joe Ducey had a 160 pointer in Academy off the Minyan. I won off you in one of your giveaways and think or Anita may have killed the team. Oh, that's a bummer. But good to hear that our giveaway card was doing great. I love to hear these stories when they come in. The Genk game is going to be played on the 1st of February. That's what we're talking about up there. Yeah, I'm up to speed for that. I heard that
Yeah.
earlier today. So that's going to fall into the midweek game week then, isn't it, coming up? The 1st of February? No. The next one? 242 or
Let's have a
something.
look. Lineup builder.
That's the same game week as Celtic versus Livingston. That's
Yeah, it
having.
is 342.
We're at 69 minutes here and there's a bit of an injury break for someone in the Getafe team. And yeah, a bit of a water break for all involved. TNFA Sorare is gifting away memberships to the channel. Thank you very much, my man. And Rishi has picked up the gifted membership. Congratulations, my man. We'll be streaming on Wednesday again. And I got a DM from somebody, by the way, that I thought I would share next time we were on stream. There's a couple of these here, saying like, oh, could you do content where it's like you look at somebody's club and you talk about what cards they should buy and different things and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I kind of do that every Wednesday in the member section. The member section. Where people just come in who are members and they just say, hey, Quinny, going to build my team for this, or hey, Quinny, I'm building for this kind of strategy. Can you look at it? And what do you think? And then because those people are in the chat, we just get stuck right into it, back and forth. And is this your team? Oh, what do you think about this forward? Tell me about him. What's your budget? And we go look for players and do all that kind of stuff, you know. So kind of do that already for anyone who isn't aware. And those streams are every Wednesday, 25p a week, £1 a month. Absolute bargain, I know. We do them once a week, 4 times a month. It's not to be missed. I don't know if Marseille is a good move. They are so packed in midfield. That's what I was saying. So there, Josh, with Rongier, Guendouzi, Gerson. I'm sure there's somebody else I'm forgetting about. It's a busy midfield, centre mid, you know. But Illich is he's big and he's box to box, and you know if Tudor's signing him, I hope it's to play him, you know, because I think Rongier has even played a little bit of right wing back sometimes when Kabore hasn't been at his best or strategically he doesn't want to play Kabore. So yeah, I don't think it's as good as being the main man at Verona. He's been injured a lot this season, that's why I've not got to use him too much. But Marseille are a better team, and once he gets into the team, I think he'll be a better card overall as a result. They recently bought Malinovsky. Yeah, I think Malinovsky to Marseille was a move I was quite excited by, and I'm actually looking at getting a Malinovsky now that I've got Illich in that team, because I see more Malinovsky as being in that attacking mid position next to Payet, behind the forward. And then they're going to play 2 in midfield, 1 being Illich, and then maybe Rongier or a Guendouzi type. Maybe they play 3, who knows? But they've got Alexis Sanchez in the team as well, of course, and a few other good talents. So yeah, who knows? But Malinovsky, I don't think interferes with Illich, is my point. Gerson moves, didn't he? Oh, did Gerson leave? Okay, that opened
Yeah,
spot
he
then.
went back to Flamengo.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When did that happen? What, now?
Quite a while ago, to be fair, a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's back at Flamengo. I wonder, because he scored very well for Marseille to buy him in the first place, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, he's a good player. Really good player.
Let's see, before he was at Marseille, I think seeing those scores, yeah. Decent. I don't suppose they were, they weren't amazing, but it could be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few runs here where they've had good matches. But yeah, he's not an absolute killer, I guess. He's decent out there. Solid card to hold in that move. You know what he's going back to, you know.
Yeah.
Not as exciting as I maybe thought it could have been. SO5 wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a situation where I have this like Brazilian. I have a player called Lucas Piton that I won in a
Piton.
Super N, and he moved from Corinthians to, I think it's Vasco. What is it? Yeah, Vasco da Gama, and I don't think it's covered because like
Vasco
they're in the
D2.
Serie. Yeah, but they're in some sort of league at the start of the league, like season with Flamengo and the likes of some of the bigger, like
So
some of the like the main clubs.
so what Brazilian football does is it's got like state football. So like I
Mm-hmm.
forget how many states there are in Brazil, but say there's 5, and it's like Sao Paulo state, Bahia state. There's like 5 or 6 states, and they're basically like it's just a region, and then they play a league in the region, and it's not SO5 scored. It doesn't get you qualified into anything. It's just kind of like part of their thing that they do. They play divisional leagues, and then they also play in the national tournament. So
Interesting.
it's a pain in the backside, especially like I only know that from betting when I used to bet all the time back in the day because
Got you.
like some of these teams it feels like they never stop playing and it's like how many leagues do they actually compete in? Did they get relegated? Why are they in this division? Who else is in this division? And then you see like because seeing those regional ones you will see, especially for betting purposes, huge disparities. You'll see like the bottom of the division in the real terms of it, they're actually like a 4th division team, but because they're based in the same state as these other teams or whatever, then they're in the state competition. And those are the games where generally the state competitions is where like Neymar debuts at 15 and scores a couple of goals. And
Yeah.
whenever you hear about like Vinny Jr. debuting and all these guys, it's always in the state competitions because no one cares about them. But they can play them all the time. It's basically the same opposition for the most part. Because there's big teams in each of the states, of course. But yeah, watch out for that. If you're thinking, oh, there's games coming up or whatever, like check the competition and if it has any sort of name of a place on it, like Sao Paulo. I forget all the names of them, but they resemble teams because teams generally represent like the big city in a state or something, Brasilia and whatever, But yeah, so that's what that is, Harry.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely.
Oh, by the way, Getafe on the break here. I think we've got away from the offside trap. I don't know who it is. It's breaking. Bit of a handball shout, and it's going to be given against Getafe. Who was that? Elena? It was unlucky. Elena Unal almost breaking away there to make it happen. Probably both offside. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Unlucky Elena. He's desperate to do something tonight. 1-0 Barca, 75 minutes in. I think Vasco got promoted. Yeah, I was going to say that, Stocky Scott. I think Vasco might have got promoted because they've been linked to buying somebody SO5-wise that I'm connected to, and I wasn't worried about it. So I was going to say that, Harry, is like Vasco may have also even been promoted from last year. So, and that could be difficult to work out because you look and see the league table from last year, and there's like 5 league tables they might have been on between these regional tournaments and the way some of the cups are structured and whatever. So it can be
I
very
remember
confusing.
Techers did try and explain to me the situation. He did, yeah, they did get promoted. You're right. There was something to do with that, but I don't fully remember what he told me. But yeah, they did get promoted. There was like he told me like one team got promoted in like October, one team got promoted in November. It was like something. Yeah, it was unbelievable the way they seemed to make it work. But yeah,
Because it's such a big country, I guess, they're trying to keep it. I'm assuming
regional
without knowing the details, yeah, like people are well represented, like in terms of territories,
Mm-hmm.
It's fair play. But yeah, it's mega confusing for us.
My unique started in that the South American under-20 competition.
Nice.
For Ecuador. They drew 1-1 with Chile.
Nice.
You started centre mid. I didn't get to watch all the game. I watched bits of it, but I can't say I really saw too much of him, to be honest. But yeah, he was in there, to be fair. Played 90 minutes, which is nice.
That's great to see. Harry boy, international superstar in the making. Getafe made their first sub and Borja Mayoral came off for Porto, and I was worried that was going to be Enes Unal, so that's a great sub for me. He's at least going to get, I think he should see the game out now, but it's 77 minutes. And I think we'll get Enes Unal to 90. So 1-0 Barca. Got to get another chance, don't we, Harry?
Surely, yeah. It's been a dire game, to be fair, hasn't it?
Yeah. It has disappeared on us. The live chat have made it, by the way. The live chat have made it.
I know, yeah. Without the chat, I'd be a bit a little bit bored in terms of the actual game itself. It hasn't been great.
Connor Art and sorry Harry, I just blanked out there just reading comments. Connor Art and Connor Aspel. I don't know if I'd say there's a high chance David Silva retires this year, but he's out of contract end of the season, and he strikes me more as the guy that would just leave and retire at the end of a season like this, rather than going to Qatar for a year, go to Japan for 6 months, go to America. I don't know, because he could have done all that anyway, and he went to Sociedad in the first place. You know, like,
Yeah.
why go to like a top half La Liga team when you're 35, leaving Man City, when you could have, all those options would have been there for him at the time. So I just don't look at David Silva and think, oh, after Sociedad, even though he's old, he could easily do this, because he had those options already. And I suppose at 35, those options are more lucrative than when you're 38. You know, so like if you were going to do
True.
that move, you'd think he'd have done it. You know, so that's why I'm just, with his contract being out at the end in the summer, I would just be very nervous about getting a David Silva. But I think his rare isn't that badly priced. It's like 0.03, 0.04, you know? So to get a guy that's going to play for the rest of the season that can get 70 plus on any given game week, still in European football as well, then if you don't mind throwing away 40 quid, 50 quid, whatever that is today, 60 quid, I don't know, then yeah, so if you don't mind throwing it away, then it could be a good rare to hang with. And as well, that rare, by the way, for anyone who's listening who plays limited, if you play kickoff rare, you can have a full limited team and put a rare David Silva in it as being like the super rare of the team, and you could win rares with that. So, like, you know, there's a time and a place for some of these cards, and if you're going to burn 40 quid on a card, you could do worse than David Silva for 3 months at the worst.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's assuming 100%. He doesn't go to like Inter Miami or New York City or something like that, or Al Nassr and we get it scored, or Vissel Kobe goes and plays with Iniesta or something, you know.
Balls out in the J League.
Could see it, man. Getafe are on the break here. Enes Unal running down the channel. Oh, nice slide tackle. Somebody's kind of not wiped him out, but won the ball fairly and put him to the ground. And Barca, yeah, tiki-taka on their way out their half now. Getafe are running back into shape. 79 minutes, Harry. I'm beginning to lose a little bit of faith that we're going to get this positive decisive. 2 seconds, buddy. I think I should be coming out of this with a prize somehow anyway. But we need, without the, you know, we lost that clean sheet in the first half, so the clean sheet was never really on the cards. But without a positive decisive from this game. Oh, by the way, that would have been a great, was that offside? It was. Fati, by the way, broken offside trap there. 1-on-1 with Soria. Soria saved it beautifully, but it was offside, so no points for me and my goalkeeper.
Nightmare.
But anyway, 10 minutes to go, Harry. We're living life. And Socky Scott, I know they are linked with Luca Orellano from Vélez. I think that's Vasco da Gama he's referring to there. So yeah, I've seen him linked to a few people. I think maybe one of these NYCFC players that I hold have maybe been linked to Vasco. Vasco da Gama is the team that produced Talis Magno, and one of these other kids that's just moved somewhere that's came from Vasco. So if they get promoted and we get some cards for them, that's a good team from Brazil to follow. Enes Unal just picked up a booking. Thanks a lot, mate. Well done. Had to
That is not ideal.
He's jumped for it. Kind of half jumped for a header and led with his hand, and Busquets has made an absolute melee at it. Big Biscuits.
Not what we want. Big Biscuits.
Big Biscuits buying the yellow card. I was not happy with it. I'm top 10 on rare kickoff this week. Josh, cool. Well done, my man.
That's massive.
Cool. Really enjoying it. First time winning a rare reward. Masuaka rare with the 50% bonus was class. Josh, fist bump, my man. That's fucking great. I hope you hold on to that. And I look forward to hearing what you've pulled. Good result, mate. I didn't even know rare kickoff was open this week.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be there for us. That's the problem, wouldn't it? Is that right?
I don't know.
Is it like because we have too many rare cards?
Oh yeah, I've got too many rares.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think it comes up for us.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, right enough. You're right, Harry. I didn't even think it would have been. Yeah. Anyway, ignore me. Getafe trying to get out, man. Come on. Trying to get out that half for one more chance. Unal and Porto have got it in them. Don't mind a late goal. Come on, Getafe. Barca just stroking around passes for fun here. This is OG Barca, but not in their like attacking sense, but in their death by 1,000 passes. Kind of way.
Making the other team run.
Aye.
And run and run.
Let me see. Was there anything else? Is Pau Lopez a goalkeeper to buy? Well, Pau Lopez has got a lot of history on Sorare for being a pain in the arse. To be quite honest with you, he's got great AA potential. Like he is he's a ball playing goalkeeper. That's what he's known for. But when you look at his scores, you'll see, man, he can let you down. He can really let you down sometimes. But he's good, man. I've had him in rare. I went through a wee period. I did a video on it ages ago, but like I bought and sold Pau Lopez over a 6-month period like 3 times, and like made money out of doing it. Like if you know what I mean. Like bought him at 0.1, sold him when he was playing, and then he got dropped, and I bought him back, and then he played, and I sold him. Did all that kind of thing. And I think since he's been at Marseille, we're getting a triple sub for Getafe. I think Unal's coming off. Number 10. That is my boy, Unal. 21 is coming off. Yeah. Iglesias, my left back that I don't own. I think Unal, that is 10, isn't it? Yeah. Unal is done. 83 minutes, bastard. That's all she wrote for my specialist team, Harry. I'm gutted. How are your scores looking? Pedri on a 71, Fati still 36. We'll watch out for him.
Yeah,
he gets on.
nothing. I don't think much is going to happen. I mean, Vinny's in the starting lineup, so I'm 31 points away from a tier 3 as captain Vinny to go. So I might scrape something there. But yeah, 20th and under 23 rare pro, which we'll definitely take. Yeah, it could be a successful-ish game week for sure. Yeah, I'm still stuck. I don't know what to do for this midweek now. Should I buy a goalkeeper? Should I not?
I think if there's someone you were going to buy anyway, then yeah, it's a good week to buy them because you've got that optimal. I'm just going to turn this tail off in the back so I can put the normal screen on, Harry. We'll sit in chat.
Yeah.
For 5-10 minutes, we'll cut the stream. But if I've not got that telly on, then I don't need to worry about where the camera is and what's on the background and all that caper, you know. But yeah, man, I think like if there's a keeper you were going to buy anyway that plays this game week,
it's definitely not. Yeah, that's definitely not the case, to be honest.
I find it hard as your buddy approving such a trade.
I know what you mean.
It's just got, you know, it could go wrong written all over it, and ones that could go wrong tend to go wrong.
Usually do go wrong, don't they?
Yeah.
The last time I did that, it went wrong. I bought Etienne Green thinking it was like the only goalkeeper at Saint Etienne, and then somehow they did some sort of crazy situation where he just wasn't even in the squad. I think he was on the bench actually.
Stish has been keeping me up to speed with it. It's been a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, it's been a weird one for sure. There's 3 starting 4. I think there's 4 starting goalkeepers for this midweek under 23.
Not very many at all, man. Yeah, it's a good opportunity, man. If you've got somebody there, Harry. But who would you? Who is it? Etienne Green?
Well,
is that
actually,
the one you would get? Is that who? Is that am I confusing?
No, isn't. No, I already got him. Like he's in my team. In my squad. Sorry. Oh, this could be interesting.
Could you stop giving my mic's in a funny position? Just asking.
Yeah. No, I can hear you. So at the weekend, you know, the Vitesse goalkeeper, he got red carded.
Okay.
Sherpen, the big 9'9" goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And then Reisiger came on for him. Dan Reisiger, whoever he is, 21 years old, Vitesse keeper. And he's like 0.2. I'm tempted to buy him.
Do you know he's going to play?
He was the one that came on for.
But he's definitely going to get the next game. Like the guy's injury's bad enough.
I mean, I know it's a red card, so he can't.
Oh, is that a red card? Sorry, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Red card, of course. Okay. That seems pretty. 0.2, but then what is he when he gets back to the bench? 0.1.
Well, yeah. but you just got to hope that I win something to where like it, offsets that. Is obviously the situation. I mean, he's been selling for. He sold 400 quid. He's up to about 400. You can buy him for 365. I am tempted to do this just because of how good my outfielders are. Is my like if I didn't have as good as outfielders I kind of do, then I probably wouldn't risk this. But it is tempting for sure.
Check out your page. Have you got it up? Yeah, I can see it now. I've just got your page up, Harry. Sorry.
Yeah, so this
Reisiger.
guy is the one. Yeah, Reisiger. He came on last game and he's been selling here 400. To be fair, he played a couple of games here, so he could be one to where he's just in and out for whatever reason, which at that price I can kind of deal with.
Who's that? Vitesse plays that? Let me go and check him out.
Yeah.
Dan Reisiger. Let's have a peek at old Danny boy. 21 years old. Played 7 times this season. He's got 9 appearances last year for young Ajax. He's just transferred there as a free agent in the summer of 2021. And he had a knee injury and a wrist injury over the last 2 seasons. And national team, he's got 1 international cap at under 18 level in a friendly. Played a bit of Youth Champions League for Ajax under 19s.
Okay.
And yeah, so he's got a wee bit of pedigree about him, I suppose. And yeah, so 7 appearances this season in competitive matches. That is.
And it was a straight red card, so you're looking at 3 games minimum.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whether or not he can keep his position.
So he got a run. He played the last, including friendlies and stuff, or before the friendlies, screw them. He played Go Ahead, he played Ajax, he played Rotterdam, he played Emmen, he played a cup game, and then he played Canberra. He played those games before the World Cup. So they're some pretty big opponents, like Ajax, Rotterdam. We were talking about how well they're doing this year. And also get the last minute there, like you're talking about against PSV. So yeah, maybe he gets another little run in the team. Who's the goalkeeper that gets sent off?
Sherpen, the Brighton guy,
Sherpen. Yeah, they don't even own him, do they? So they might just go, yeah, you can sit out against Sherpen. You've ruined it for yourself, pal. So yeah, maybe.
100%.
There's logic to it, I guess. But
yeah,
it's just one
I'm
of those
not
ones,
against
mate.
it.
Do they own him? They do own him. They've transferred him in. So yeah, this Sherpen guy, they don't even own him. So yeah, I guess the downside is if you're happy enough with the price, I don't know. I think it's a bit steep for what it is. But if you're confident you're going to win, as well. Then,
I'm confident I'd win something. It's just whether or not that something is, enough to warrant, paying point whatever to for this guy. But
look at his price graph on Sorare data. Let's have a look at that. Because L5 on Sorare is a bit misleading, I think, in terms of L5 sales.
And the thing is, I would probably try and just sell him the next game week, even if I take a £50 loss on him.
Sure.
As long as he can get, what I'm saying, I'm not looking to keep him necessarily, but if he can get a stretch of games, who are their next game? Let's have a look. See, 20 at home, Heerenveen away, and Emmen, and then Utrecht. They have some really nice fixtures.
Yeah.
They do have nice fixtures. Price graph, obviously, it is going to be pretty steep, I imagine. Yeah. I mean...
So what does he go to when he's a bench player? What does he sit at?
Well, he was Pavel sold him a couple of days ago for just 0.176, and that was before he got before he came off the bench yesterday, and now he's basically doubled him. Yeah, just under doubled. I'd say he went from 0.18 to 0.28, basically. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know.
That's not too bad. If he's on the bench and he's not halved in price, that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. I'd probably buy the new card, if I'm honest. Yeah, and obviously XP as well.
Yeah, I suppose if you're buying it for a game week, then yeah, you want to get every bit of it.
I would like to, and they're at home. Obviously, 20 hour.
Can you get that auction? Is that auction running time? You couldn't you?
A day, yeah. Well, to be fair, the last auction 11 hours ago went for 373, and there's one for sale for 379, as in buy it now for new cards. So,
probably Probably just take
Yeah,
that, mate.
tempted to probably just take that, isn't it? Really.
Try and send a direct offer, but because there's an auction, so that person might just go, okay. I'd send a direct offer. Go a wee bit under. Last sale, see if they bite. Because there is an auction on, you can bid on the auction.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I am tempted to do that. My luck will be he doesn't even start. They'll start some other goalkeeper. Watch.
Yeah.
They'll just bring one in from thin air. I can just tell.
Zora and Pua, fist bump, good to see you. I can't really make out what your emojis are maybe, but they look like laughing fish or something. Olympic manager's made a little sad face. I'm not too sure what that's about. Watching Barca do this crap makes me wish for a shot clock in football. Yeah, it would definitely help the flow of the game for sure. What about Jeffrey Delange? I need a rare keeper and I don't know who to buy. Says TNFA so rare. Jeffrey Delange is a new one on me. Harry, I've lost your little screen, buddy.
I've just got rid of it for now. Sorry.
That's alright.
Just
But
on-
Jeffrey Delange is a new one on me, buddy. I'm sorry. I think that's probably us
Yeah.
basically at the end of the stream, Harry boy. I think we'll probably just wrap up there for everyone who's watching us live. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you've had great SO5 wise. And me and Harry will see you about over the next couple of days and stuff. Harry, it's been a pleasure,
definitely.
buddy.
It has, yeah, short and sweet, but gutted the game wasn't as good as we probably hoped it would have been. But yeah, no, it's been fun. Definitely.
And a little footnote from Olympic managers we sign off. The red card may get overturned. Triple question mark. So we'll see. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.
See you, lads.